This is the high motor that's in the window. And they say no. Jesi afike Twitter Uganda sapo. Wanataka iwe kitu ovyo. Oh Uganda, waretumani ya matukolia. Kuna kukamu abantu robot insesongo blade. James Nandala Mafabi has come to save Uganda. One Uganda, one people. Economy, fixing economy, one Uganda, one thing, economy, fix economy, fix economy, fix economy, don't to see it, and the other is Americana, and we are coming from the other neighbors are the Mamma Wabu. I am going to see it, and Matuka Kasonja. Just a minute, but a minute, it's a division, na wanatukia tungu zao na yanayo angajini hawataki mtu yote aogote maana yoyo na hoa garesi enyanja magazi chongete national parks magazi minerals yona bakalikuza ya domeriti corruption local grabbers wahele services education system exams of James Nandala Mafabi has come to save Uganda. Economy, fixing economy,
Uganda, the time has come. We have a choice to make. A choice for real change. A choice for hope. A choice for a better economy, a better future, and money in our pockets. Nathan Nandala Mafabi James is a tested leader, a man of integrity, an economist who understands what people need. Jobs, affordable living, and opportunity for every Ugandan, not just a few. The FDC is not promising miracles. It is a plan to fix the economy and put money in your pockets. Ugandans from all walks of life, the youths, women, workers, farmers, stand up. Let your voice be heard. It's time to take back our economy and our country. Nathan Nandala Mafabi James for President 2026. Vote for the key. Vote for FDC. Fixing the economy. Money.
For your second National Executive Committee, my party, my FDC and radio, Manuela Mati Kede Kedi Studio Kanene, Kede party president, Wahachake Jolo Newton. Newton, Apoy Joliva.
Moderator, I'm ready for your management. Never do what, or like I will marry me. I will slot, never point your Jawa, Copicom, coach, girl, coach, Kim Passion. Nia no Newton Fedo Kelon, Abedo run the party in FDC University, Abedo say I run the Dome Youth Committee party in FDC, the National Executive Committee. Abedo Chu, I made chairman to Rodonjo, Yami to Nole, the Parliament of Uganda, the Parliament Mapario. Amity Kokanoro moderator, James Nathan Nandala Mafabi, Obedo Presidential Flag Bearer, and Pobedo Party President. Party President, FDC, Obedo Engineer Patrick Uboya Moriat.
Okay.
Power. The FDC in one party made by Patukene. One Party President, Obedo Flag Bearer, Unyo Party President, Obedo Flag Bearer. Natoke Kene, Party FDC, Obedo Nyotemako Flag. Obedo President of Uganda. No Party President here. So going forward, let's separate that, the two. Good, our candidates should be accused of insubordination before this is
Thank you so much, Freddie. Thank you so much for putting more clarity on that. Now, Nathan Nandala Mafabi is the presidential flag bearer. I'll take Judith Chuan, Judith Apoye Mateka, Julie, Wagdado Nyuri.
Apoye Tutalo, we radio Disha, we radio wa. Apoyo dogme Ruateke routine, Nia Judith John Akulu, Abedo Secretary for Research and Policy, Women League National. Dao Abedo Chairperson, Women League, FDC Party, Electron District. Beduno Teram, Mutamita, my President, Party, Flag Bearer, Tia Binukede, me Kobibu, me Kelaloha, Ilobo Uganda. Anapoyu kai ibedu na tera mewinyowa.
Right, apoye mateka teke redwong Emmanuel ngom Emmanuel Okwel hachumpi mitu bela member me parliament mampia jury apoye matek Emmanuel poy bino
apoye total nyeo luoni ngom Emmanuel Okwel abela tin ma leptong ati parri me FDC me chel me podpa ko ginoro amito chwallo kwena bolao langi duch ito wunyashiwa melao meko merotu mawor macha muze yosam mudur meko merotum lao konyi lao bura tut pelare endo wano lego ni langi beda chungi tek ikare man me kumuni mede wuni lego na hakao binu kano kom aduong won nyashi man wanu chwalo both prime minister melao amo bedo ngwalu ye wanu kwaye ni kwena wani dang dogot pashu tunga won nyashi boro tino mere wanu dushutu kumuket gikara shel wanu kwaye geni ba miroket tipo awon nyashi kana pera kino ko ni nya lo ni ngom Emmanuel Okwel wan na hanenu tu wot kede aduong Nathan Nandala Mafabi iweno mere maybe to queer maybe the president in Uganda enuti ya patch kede kole tinini enubedi ya patch town tebedo ya kohor ya wila Dr. Wat ya ayago tebe yutik division kundok beo tebohe na ya yer te wori kona bohe ente duogo do lira dong eno binu kani endo binu melok kede luak yen langi mirwin manifesto mera ber ngo achie ayen biltimo pi Uganda ngo miyo eno tawni langi mirwin eno ko ni anyuta nyura anyute eto pegea koboni luak ma juri anatikan ke the president who aduong Nathan Nandala ame en kopere katia chela piratek na chel merie mukuo metilo Uganda achine tebe di chawa bien kadung kuo ko di kuo mo network ametilo Uganda ne kado eno riemo ko nyuruni chene modo rombe di chawa.
Okay, Emmanuel adwo chen apot pe party apot pe flag bearer lo ho mi yudake hachala chen me kon to mo ginoro tedo jolle so adwo chen bori apoy matek atike dano kena me we koda do nyure apoy matek bino.
Yes, apoy jolla nyaloni honorable Gwal Daniel Christ ati chungi jome war Mahawad ya Pach Municipal Council wa ma pacha wuninge chona ditama no riu wuninge ngani poyo gono ka winyun loka president party president wa metino kelekan ane nagonyeleb ya yom poyo matek
Daniel Christ. Now I will also now take this great opportunity with a great pleasure to welcome the presidential aspirant that is Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi to just first introduce himself. Welcome to Radio and it's a pleasure having you in the studio. How is the trail in the region? Are you not having isn't it hectic to you? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother, moderator. First of all, I want to greet my people who are listening to us. Kopango,
Kope.
Rio Mabe, my brother Daniel is the one who sent me to Bugiswa and I forgot my language. But now I'm coming back. First, as Emmanuel stated, we are on this land. We have lost our chief of the is it kingdom?
Yes, yeah.
Whatever he wanted, he got it. For example, he wanted to remove the term limit. He made it.
You didn't stop him.
He never stopped. I was
But
there.
did you stop him on the road infrastructure
Yeah,
improvements?
if I tried the term limit, which we never wanted, and I got lost, defeated, that means he could do. He did it, and that was concession amendment. Then when it came to age limit, he removed it. So that means for him, he can do anything. Now, where did Nandala stop him to make roads? Or if it's true that I stopped him, then the money must be on some bank account. It's there that now, because Nandala could not allow me make the roads, the money is here, which I want to make the road. So Nandala stopped me, but the money is here.
Okay.
But now I'm even seeing of interest that they are borrowing 8.3 trillion from a commercial bank. To do what? To do roads. So if it was money on the account, why would they now borrow right now in a hurry from a commercial bank instead of going for concessional loans? Let me allow my brother Daniel to do that.
Okay, then Chris Kai Gonyamano, thank you so much, Honorable Nathan. I will give the team in the studio 1 minute each to say something, and then I get back to you, and we can now dive into the issues surrounding you. I mean, the picture for your vision for the country. Thank you so much. Daniel Chris, Romo Gonyamano, atemi yujoka ne dake hachala.
Yes, apoyo. Party president wa chahopoyo wan luag me lango du chiroma pola papat kedo chwalo kwena me kumumere bot pasio wondeo won nyachiwa yeshamo dur mi wada kulwi wa nok pire manda do haposi bore timma eno kobono timma ma wara pacho ya woro chahero chahune no data la duong ma pacho no tion bad state petia ber yeda waye oneno tuwe wae te dogi porra meya loho ke luag joy chipan kita eno kobo ke note wata wira te wata yago te dogo bini luara te bino yam kolen na hikona molem eno ko movement edushu miyo tama ni wori rutu eno dushu because yo wapetia be duonga jo beli dege jo weringo wano mituto amenen ko mogwek neni kome bien wewe katore na dog would be press party president wa nyo be president wa 2026 2031 nungeo yo wa kito yo wa right kere eno ko mena mariot ya koni adong lobo yuweri Museveni me chawa ni chamoro ken nindo para beach medwe machel enene mako bendera mebedo president of Uganda and Nandala Mafabi koma eno kitano kobo ke no ni Museveni te luore matek because chekoni eneno mi pe yubo yore ani ya yomi obe yo morbon mo before tuna years before tuna billion so koni ka government tia gam trillion na bor point a day ngomi yori potia right kitien yo waye okoni ka jo mi krom ker jo mi kuira ber enemy nani yori wani disho pura ber the following kitamiro bet kede temo ko bokoy kom age limit Museveni diati mo jamo ken mo yen mi rapire to kwanya age limit ko mando no ti amiti kado e dog do wange amiti do beddo poa weg de to atalo apoyo ndero chakika kanu
apoyo mateka Chris mimi wangeyo kitame Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi chaho kala chelkiri nyutemere hautiene ni natini yekman now amiyo jo ameti ye kano keneni dake hachala chel mekobo ginora put pedo acholo mak bendera nyo achumpi mitubedo president medo donya tir on the manifesto and on the vision for the country. Let me start with Emmanuel amiyi wa hadugi inchen dake hachel ngwa yini ko bewa pe lwak me ajuri kere lwak me lao kere lwak me tumalomelo Uganda kere wilobo apoy
poy total moderator man kwera ni warbo lwak me ajuri ame andi here at what bodge kwera molo ni baya awol lokegi megi nang'eyo tama ametie aduong president aduong flag bearer wabino no pera weke wot kene atama ni awara make gwara memi yebeo yeri awani don kita ndi ha wot kedo ko gulu ni an di hido hati boy ya duol kano atike dua meti bin wuni namba duong bien ko me pashu me yubo pashu kiti winyu ko kede ni yo raj dakatara raj pia chole na tie chukulo tino tia porro dongana kwa yu julang ma juri ni anna kenna romnenno ngome atima piru pien jo ado bedo mo ke piera rio tishu bino log yoko ento wuni loh wang wuni nena wunu dang tieni jami dushu ka wuni bini onyu wuni jama bop ikoma jami wubino go here kita miro go here kede
yo tia rache juri kununda
yo me juri pe wote
okay
kun wana ti chief we paruka ra chil ada ko me chil la me kajiri nene tawni turi yo turi kitia ber ento kade ni go inena nena yo juri na do racha lo elao
surely okay apoy matek me yo lwak nge ni wun pe dai ti dok yo ber kunu donc will also be following that up on that apoy kedi do yin mono de campaign really
mono do wando wona ni kuno
good John apoy wegla jole dake hamala chel
apoy tutorial moderator kedo win radio dushu one Tino Bay Yilao. I've been moving with the party flag bearer, Nathan Nandala Mafabi. Ame obey Yilao, Woro, Pele, Aduhu Kwania, Tewotapaj, Adon Karapaj, Tamani, o my decade, yo a popot, Kumeno, Edo Tunu, Chien Kucha, Atenuongo do Jami Dong, Tiatek. Atende no dahumoro me chwaro dodo kunya ento dahocha katia rem katia ngo pitungo lo yoko mieru chware do horkeri kulu abori dahatala I think rem dang ocha heroko eto pedong tiginora do gino romati momante chona locha mieru ting dahengure do horkere pi kun yaj tiarem man en chana me wan jo me Uganda otioneno example lero bero da hocha no yacha karadong ten kono ame pedo neno so man anatia calling upon the people of Uganda etutwalere yilao ni karedo romo kodok Olohunu tela okomanika yini beru chamo kadeka toti in pengeo kitangato kene ngeo lelo kede eto kainda iworo ichamo meganeba inuongo ni the other food is better than the one you have been eating dong ko onenu no dok tela nyen ame Nandala Mafabi tia bini wakede kuntia koboni yobo chato will kede biachara kwenu rumo wa eka lonyo tebedi chawa kai neno mumo chantie jama pol tio timere promises ame president omimio mekelo cholo dok wailao ngo dushu onero ni po chobere ento wando onero ni Jamini dushu romo chobere kadok che tela do holo here. Pien nena nyen binu kede tela nyen. Dong anatia kwa yedang mon na metia hokano. All the women around Lango Sub region kede mon no kene ameti ten ni one mon ena ye rosho pashu. Chogira yate woda okay chamoro. Eto mon ena miu pashu bera chill. Dong en mon ena yeda kela loha. Ko nenu unu iwanga tut kede pi otino wa wot kukwene ichani kwan puonyere tiuba latek pi jama metia wot jema puonye kede jama kenne otina wot kukwene do kami tunonia nyima ber bet pi families wa pi otino wa bolo uno queer mi uno Nathan Nandala Mafabi we kala loha e Uganda opoyo
indo en yang many manifesto mero ko moho da dutambi
amoho tamako
okay right poyo we hajol achu pi Yam County man adwong Newton te chung pilwak me Yam mitung kumalo Newton apoyo inda mida ke hamara chel e tom ginora me tie kere kano pilwak me Yam
poyo matek moderator chalo jini kobo dokano yo ni nyia Newton Fredo Kelo abela tin me gombola ngai yo Yam malo ana kwayo langi du chakere kwayo langi long ni karado ramko me wan ni nenno nena nyen adokana kwayo langi ni gen wanu tie ni mwakani atinwa onwa bedi I ballot paper pura tie gen ni yore do lokamaro beda pepe do ana kwayo langi me tie
kebo do nge
ni maro aloha no tamane honorable Jimmy James Michael akena onwa kello da anni koma meko boko bari teni kawonu Jimmy donye ballot paper ana no agwete Jimmy Queer
no we ko party ni
ono ana ye gwete Jimmy Queer atek mekela loha ento dong pe odonye ballot paper nin ana kwa yo uni umege wa achoke wa kan Nathan Nandala Mafabi ya tutung donya cheng bugisu kayene yi jopola jongeo ni mbale era ya sirongo ya part of mbale Richon Dogodo district do ana ko be woni Nathan Nandala Mafabi maro lao mara teka aworo mojo bay lao en Dogodo gi lao tinini Nathan Nandala Mafabi doktia wod gulu digi doka dogi lao gan ine do piario nono changwen bibere lira city dar kwa yulwak lira city duch bine wenyi uno message amendi na ko bi wiyame bine nen uno kome me wexe nge uno president wu me moatu me repiro bijel to repe de kachier
right
ana tigen kom Nathan Nandala Mafabi teka pien en kene ya kinaji ate chungi duch amenge ko bikom tela Nathan Nandala Mafabi imale ko wa introducing en Nathan Nandala Mafabi bedo a member of parliament Mohamed Pierre Wabichin Jakiyario Achiel Nathan Nandala Mafabi ubeda puony the trained teacher James Nathan Nandala Mafabi ikompeka mo puonye tia beye ni en kena ye achala puony ramo chopo tikere manifesto uni bini winyuno James Nathan Nandala Mafabi ubedo apilida kwana chik apilida me high court Nathan Nandala Mafabi ubedo auditor kwano SIP kwano ACCA tete koko beda mitam dul ubedo odu mitam World Bank adong meti lawi lo baloro eno beda mitam kuno nakachawane Nathan Nandala Mafabi miyotam International Monetary Fund nakachawane miyotam board government meji India miyotam board government me Kenya tangjoja tia don kretama Nandala tikere wiye teko preni ka wano gene wunu Uganda ramodon ba India ramodon ba Kenya tela yo kanati yene ko
all right
Mayor Giki Nathan Nandala Mafabi tiuti chapolo bero chairperson of Public Accounts Committee bero leader of opposition in parliament James utiuti chapol karatia makokuo karabero chairperson Public Accounts Committee makokuo koli magamente trillion achele tonera biro dana me tiuti chachal kiti
adwong Newton ke we ko ri bana me chat with
wata makokada achela ken
chao me we to ramo ko
Nathan Nandala Mafabi chano be the Secretary General of Wame Party FDC and Pobero Party President Pobero Power atamo ne ye ya yonge atako bijomo yamdogi normanu purete lokre luak melao
okay
apoyo
yonge we cheka duogo yinchen adwong Newton apoyo
ira porlo pongwen tuna boro radio ongigo joma kilo kuch beb ti kana moti maloy in iku imul idonye chunyane ku irinyo remo na yo ikui kora beb imbala beb itiaga dong ya
Well, Daisy, men ko nakatika ba dako meneno ne.
sweetie atika boar beb wine dako mo ko ya
Beb wine.
Beb Wine Company Limited. Dun mayubo. Beb mixed fruit wine. Common meat. Doki lor. Mabe. Marwata ki yorkomi. Kuwele rwata ki jebani. Uyuponi. Beb Wine. Beke waki hangover. Dok nonge. Iboch me mililita. Mia dek. Kun ki yubuki kun mixam machalo. Nanasi. Kimuchungwa. Common nonge. Ilobo duju. Manonge East Africa. Nong Beb Wine. Dukan mo ki ken machokwidi. Kai mera wile maduong. Charity ipe yara jo. General Store. Kitgum State. Gulu. Kape inmati Kitgum. Nongi i family care e Kitgum Town. Unyo pingej matut. Bira gonya me goy chimi namba. Nyota dek abungwana rio. Achela biyara bichel. Nyota ria dek. Beb Wine is processed, packed and distributed by Beb Wine Company Limited. Manonge Baronge. Go down in Railway Division. Ilira Town.
La paltunya. Chere miete mat wen keni che.
Kwa pe o mirke chat bon la mamwa kane pe o pa u ya bo.
Ting malo, Beb Wine.
Christmas Karlapi Muhammad Todo
is back, bigger and better. Motere ameto kadum kwela keken meyini dodo ito karshel kere kwasho. Choye, yemu tekar bo daka gizko ni do paro bichel, medumo paro chel Muhammad. Kwaya meu choye, bricha ko mako weki ko ni do pirdek medumo paro chel. Choye tika chiling tutumia pa keken ni kokoro. Ben ko me Muhammad nen pito kwena. Chaptar yo, pirmen yo, naga pirmen wo bira mete ko bo. Iklize mo kwa. Wirman, birpe kade kangwen. Pingejo kana go chimbot koreta ilero bangongom inama chimno tabira bira bi. Ngwena bichel, nota bichel adega bongwena. Ready wa kongi gum jome keluku.
Uganda, the time has come. We have a choice to make. A choice for real change. A choice for hope. A choice for a better economy, a better future, and money in our pockets. Nathan Nandala Mafabi James is a tested leader, a man of integrity, an economist who understands what people need. Jobs, affordable living, and opportunity for every Ugandan, not just a few. The FDC is not promising miracles. It is a plan to fix the economy and put money in your pockets. Ugandans from all walks of life, the youths, women, workers, farmers, stand up. Let your voice be heard. It's time to take back our economy and our country. Nathan Nandala Mafabi James for President 2026. Vote for the key. Vote for FDC. Fixing the economy. Money in our pockets.
Oya tek dugu chenda ke hodoma boro metunu chawa angwen meotieni ni natinini yikmane ne haterwa na hachawa beach kede nuchu radio na we hadugu chen Newton apoa
take apoyo doge anchen luak me lao lokana kobono beru kopikom candidate James Nathan Nandala Mafabi mana ndatia dogo bodi luaka mo yami malo luaka mo yami malo anatia kwa yo kar meke la ramoko yi kwa wunu me ko don ni na me gamente ni aya kede ching jona me do yelo wapi mo kapol wa pira ngweni chwa la wunu wan jiwa yot we woro obet kun na kakao ana te ko bilwak mo yame ana cha ko be aworo tin pe ate wot pichen ko pame pira tek president kati area ni in ko e bedo kede digi wana tu no ko lek luak mo yam ana ko be ka ko ba cheki en lonya mo tie ko bani James Nathan Nandala Mafabi bera charwele o pa ko charuk mon kofi ichuk me wilo do ana te ko yuni mi awunu kuir ana ke lu korri mon ke korri ko ko chuk dong ti bor James Nathan Nandala Mafabi do be lingerani pe yele uno ke chuk we ko kuriem chano ko pasio uteketu chente ichingo wana binu beo chakdo chawani dogola i paris i wangti memi yu ngeyo manifesto wa
apoy
James Bell aworo maja keda yu yami malo yo no tia rach yo beda racha tata neto anangeyo ni luak kame pacho kino ko bani yare piero wede kana chui by election kino ko ni abero korri amegine gwa ko pe nyim korri ke gwa kata piero ko kay tere porro tu bedo woxe je kwanya pedong bopa ber kara me pitta do eno tuno ko ati ready me tero do no parliament ati ready me kello don kin pasio kuno neno monto mon na mo duga pasi nyomgi uneno tino kich uneno puonye chukul uneno jotego uneno mon na me charwil jo me awara jo no duch anatekero kele jo bero goro wondo jiti manifesto na
Alright.
Yore do ana poju un tin winyu no tin bebero ni na bero ni na James Nathan Nandala Mafabi ana bero studio ni kuna ponyo kede ko bikom gero kuch tinini we kana weken ko biu ngoina bitiyu mekel la loga amedo kel lo musebe bi moke pirangwen apoyo matek
Oya tang Newton put the heck or ni wori parliament tell poko moin kere koko pede el mi yomoro ko be
atama penyi no bere penyi yenyu kolo ana miru ko beni
de poko
mo nyana ana wori parliament chen jomo yammi mala megin bere onyu choro nino ke wile chukale wile chabuni ti parliament da wana winyo ni poko million mia chel poko etu ka dano gamo pedo ke chen do wana wo mo chen ne gina yate kello gin mi atwero we awara gam chen ne gina sha
all right apoya tang Newton now we ready to what YouTube channel me radio wa wori choni radio wa pira boru ya bongwen tonera boru fama nyakari choka ni radio wa itere chwalo da penyo ko nyuloki chon ame kadu cha me romo todo kwano ka kwana pi iname ai toru wori YouTube channel ka peto kanyo itiekere smartphone your computer we hajol Chris inda do joli ko buginoro kunda da yihere me winyi bot honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi apoya matek.
Yes, apoyo.
Our my technicians are here. They will have to work on that. Right. Ka Chris ine romo waranyim ina med ginara check apoya.
An ginara me da tek a check nyo pola pora ta petie kono ken ka yom yishana tina chira ko pen kita mejo me Apache district keda Apache municipality welcoming keda duongwa ame luorpe mahakobo me luorpe mahame kobo ni obeda duong lobo 2026 to 2031 yes luorpe mahame kobo ni ene nama bibeda duong lobo wani so luag me Apache luag me municipal luag me kokoro ya yom and luorpe mahame kobani ideologies nyo agenda me Nandala Mafabi tikede bere agenda me don logo kai winyu mod kede kitangi rena bikobo kede kwane yori te gonyi wi chel aditi wi poti kwiri matek ya yomi kome tikufu alis twetero wakaka noro remo konywa remo chana metia kinawa kenen programa wokenti yakobo joni corporate pol da tek yo tio purna ichela menwenur yo lamma ken eto ya yomo to hawa moho buchu do nyoko eto ba te konyo to hamerno konyo kore we hagika na Apache mira kobe Apache ber kitame jojolo wakede chimoni kutie eto Nandala Mafabi obinik lodge kuchiera mede ya pe yomi welchem tia woti porro pien yo petia ber kujang petia ber ategwa pien keneno nam ti uguru akucha diere jotia ngwen na hechani kai ma hoka win keken tino chiang machol le riemi memit neki eto Nandala Mafabi bini lodge again ni jamino duchetum ena ko bajenda mere
kuchoro tie tamodongi meidun kusha mere
ya pero ko ni kujpe we hopoe ena dilobo wa meti shawa ni ti komi mangio ni dimache ka ba kon cha herni ndo para biche do machiel aweke Nandala Mafabi lodge yora yot pen kita Nandala Mafabi tia ko bokede eno ko ne mito ken ka kuch kede tich jena meti kario ken kuch kede tich pen ka kuchie titiye jame du chutwere
ngwado ti ure mapacha menata Nandala Mafabi abino medical kucha metie
apoyo penya moderator na machielo ber dahatal Apache petia ber kene nanaka I could say ni Roma ke dahatal le chano do referrally jo undertaking you undermining Apache wako mira ko ba Apache wako kene nanaka kone werne status en woko werne why staff quarters mo nurses petia ber majdangpe kai turie tun kai doget kiken petia ber ma rio mere yo petia ber en wor nene wa mo ko dai yo eta po ba to ha mero konyo kore wor nene chukula shelli kuno oto ponyi na hechawan jotia buri odlum eto lo wote wote don government ko ni how to teach konyo ponya and all that a wor macha mejo team strike otino wa na tia den no pe hato bad ilo hatu bod yo cha tu kushecha otino no tia kwana eta ngioni ka ba konyo wa Nandala Mafabi ka do nyila chitap pe kino do chatum ma dekere nyuma ngwenere baltie these money lenders metia yelegine ya pacho akusha kayini ngol pikan kani rap each family tianungo 5 million each family erbar wan bini pacha pach kano jolwenyi ye dano cha ken gamo ken ka jas ko million achela miru gamete mi wani no jotia gamo ken ka laka boro cheno ken corruption and all that mangioni ka ba ko Nandala Mafabi donyi la chi pap abeda bergire
apoyo o checking chawa to the duogo chen jolo Nathan Nandala Mafabi. After a time check here, I will now welcome Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi to take us through his vision for the country. Let's get for a time check.
The time check on Radio. It's 10 p.m.
Babe, ti kada moti maloy iku idonya chunya de irere mana yo iku ikora babe inda babe itira donya
Well, Daisy, me ko tika board da ko menano ni.
Sweetie, atika board babe wine. Taka moko ya.
Babe wine?
Babe wine company limited. Do mayubo babe mixed fruit wine. Come on mate. Doki lord mabe marwata ki yorkomi ko wele rwata ki jebani. Uyu poni babe wine. Beke waki hangover. Dok nonge iboch me mililita mia dek. Kun ki yubo ki kun nicha machalo nanasi kimuchungwa. Come on nonge ilobo duju nonge East Africa. Nong babe wine dukan mo ki ken machokwiri. Kai mera wile maduong. Charity ipayara jo general store Kitgum State Gulu kape imati Kitgum nonge I family care e Kitgum town. Unyopi ngej matut. Bira gonya mi goy chimi namba. Nota dek apu ngana rio. Achila biyara bichel. Nota ria dek. Babe wine is processed, packed and distributed by Babe Wine Company Limited. Manonge baronge go down in railway division in Lira town.
La Paltunya, chere miete mat wen keni che.
Quand pe mir ke chat bon ngam mo xane pe o pa u ye bo.
Tingmalo, Babe Wine. Uganda, the time has come. We have a choice to make. A choice for real change, a choice for hope, a choice for a better economy, a better future, and money in our pockets. Nathan Nandala Mafabi James is a tested leader, a man of integrity, an economist who understands what people need: jobs, affordable living, and opportunity for every Ugandan, not just a few. The FDC is not promising miracles. It is a plan to fix the economy and put money in your pockets. Ugandans from all walks of life, the youths, women, workers, farmers, stand up. Let your voice be heard. It's time to take back our economy and our country. Nathan Nandala Mafabi James for President 2026. Vote for the key. Vote for FDC. Fixing the economy. Money in our pockets.
This is the sound you breathe. The Planet Radio. The Planet 89.8 FM. Radio.
Radio Shabu Only twinny Eurocana put Peru Nugere. Irapur, we are born when Tony Rapur Radio.
Poya take do wichen iweo chego mecha to will young chawangwen radio dake hadotia ngwen chawangwen me otiene ni latinini wagdoa jolo Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi. Welcome back from the break, our listener, and I will now welcome back Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi, a member of Parliament who is known for his strong stance on accountability in Parliament. He also has a long record in Parliament. He has served for long in Parliament, and I know him as a financial expert anyway, and being a national leader and handling those issues of finances in Parliament. Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi is the former leader of opposition in Parliament, and is currently the Member of Parliament for Budatiri West and FDC presidential candidate. Honorable, welcome once again. You really greeted our listeners and the viewers. Honorable, before we get into specific issues here, can you start by giving us a general picture of what is in your vision for Uganda as you seek the presidency? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. You said your name is what?
Steward Bua is my name. Honorable, yes.
Now you're talking steward means stewardship, huh?
Yeah, true. A very good servant and a keeper of God's people.
And a good president should be a good steward person. Now, number one, I also want to thank Radio for giving us an opportunity to be here. Number two, again, as I talk, I have my colleagues here whom I'm very grateful. They have been supportive of the process. Members of the National Executive Committee up to now. I'm happy to meet the powerful women from the Women's League. Before I can read the manifesto, we have a mission for FDC. And that's the one which drives us every day. And I'm going to read it verbatim. We have also a manifesto which we're going to give you a copy.
Okay.
But also it's on the soft copy. Our mission is, the mission of Forum for Democratic Change is to work for a socially, economically, and politically transformed Uganda, where citizens, men, women, youth and children live a life of dignity, dignity, and have access to equal opportunity and become masters of their own destiny. So this is our mission. And this mission is the one which makes us come in this election. Because if everything was okay, we would not be in this election. And that's why we are here. We come to ensure that the people of Uganda trust us with their vote, lend us their vote as a team. And being the presidential candidate, then we have the MPs. Here I have Newton, I have Emmanuel, I have my councillor, Daniel, and my sister who are contesting, and others. And our symbol is the key. In case you forget the name, the key. So, the mission tells us what we should be able to do and achieve. And that's why when you asked me, are you tired? I want to respond that until it is if it's not yet over, we're not yet tired.
Okay.
We're ready to go an extra mile because this country belongs to all of us. None of us applied to God to be born here. We all found ourselves here. Since we found ourselves here, we must enjoy our country. Not for a few. We should enjoy it. You had Daniel try and tell you some of the things which are in the manifesto. We have a detailed manifesto. We cannot give everything in here, but we have it on the website. We have hard copies. But if you read our manifesto, it is clearly showing us what are the challenges, which are real challenges, and what are the solutions. So we do the challenges and provided what? Solutions. And when we say we're tested, we are really tested because we're coming with experience in the economic sense. We're good grounded people in economics, well grounded people in statistics, and we have a very firm and well-known international level in financial management. So we come with financial management background and accountability. And these are the things which now are needed in Uganda. Because President Museveni went to the bush, was saying the country was under insecurity. So you needed a gun. For him, he started a gun. So the insecurity is not there now. The biggest insecurity now is poverty. And that's what we have to deal with as a country. I went to Busoga College Mwiri after primary school. Of course, primary school, we are studying in village primary school and the government schools. Not very well built. I think I came from partially mud, the place where they use, I think, cow dung as the cement every minute. But the performance was good. And Busoga College Mwiri were those first class schools. Here I think we had Boroboro, Dr. Milton Obote, Boroboro. It's called Dr. Milton Obote, Boroboro.
Dr. Bore College.
Dr. Bore College, Boroboro.
I think. Those were we are talking about first class schools. I went with people to school whom I want to mention who are coming from Lango here, and they were very proud boys. Very proud. That means they were coming from background of proud families. And their family, why were they proud? They had money from cotton, they had cows, and these are boys whom we would see at school proud. And when you came to meet their parents in the villages, they were proud parents. Of course, if I can tell you, one of them is a member of parliament. This is Moses Ogwal. He's a member of parliament from, I think, Dokoro. Goli. Moses got us in A-level. We met us in A-level. We had a friend of ours, another one called Onend John, who was our guild president. Onend John were the first people who were involved in aid information center. He went outside the country, came back. But now I think we're back now in Lango here. We had my roommate was called Dr. Maxwell Onapa, my comrade. When I said doctor, he is a PhD holder, and he was the boss of I think science and that Institute of Science and Technology. So those were proud people. I've just given a few, but I know many. The list is endless. But now Lango has been turned into a begging society, and the proudness is no more. I feel so bad and unhappy to get a big man asking for 500 shillings, 1,000 shillings. That was never heard about in our Uganda. So this country, the current regime of President Museveni, has reduced our people to become beggars. And because they are now beggars, the president is so happy to deal with them. He plays with them. He brings this, they will run there. He brings this, they will run there. That's why you have seen there are so many programs which have come that were removing poverty. But none of the program, they do it once, the next time they bring another name, another one. That means if a program succeeds, you build on that. The Tandikwa is the one removing people from poverty. But you have confirmed that when you have it, it has failed, you try another one. But you are aware that people of Uganda will not remember, so you jump with names, push them here, and all these things tend to come towards election time. And
do you think maybe it's just aimed at pulling people towards supporting the candidature of President Museveni or NRM? Is it just like that?
But what can you say? Because our people are desperate, they will tell them now, for you have not got, you'll get next time will never come. But all these programs I'm trying to say have never made our people live what? Poverty. Now I'll mention a few, if I can get all of them. We started with the Tandikwa. That was aimed at 1991 what? 1996 what? Election. It went. We came to Wona Kulembeka. No, that one came later. Kulembeka was for 2021 what? Election. Kulembeka was that you put your hands, the things will drop in. Then Bonava Gagaure was 2006. Then Prosperity for All was 2011. Then Myoga, I can't now remember very well. Then Myoga, I think, was 2016. Then Operation West Creation was 2021. Then PDM is now 2026. 2031 they will bring, I think, death. So these are programs that every people have been rotating around them, and none of them has ever got what? Out of poverty.
And someone might ask, Honorable, how have you been doing check and balances on these programs from Parliament? Can't we, some people might think we can now jointly blame you, the members who have been in Parliament, and the government in general. How will you defend this?
You know, I will defend it. We have asked for value for money audit for this program, and we have asked what are successful stories. There's none. Today, the president spoke. Is it today or yesterday? President Museveni spoke and said, this man got a cow. He gets 8 liters per day. He makes 10 million per month. And that's secret madness. So I want the people of Lango to listen now, or wherever anywhere, because this radio is going far. 8 times 30 days, those are 240 liters. So if you get 10 million, divided by 240, that means each liter is 41,667. I don't know what type of liter of milk. And the people clapped. I said, is this country where are we going?
No, some of these things is just coming because you are here also campaigning. But why didn't you make Ugandans to know this earlier? Why did you? You are an economist, by the way.
Yes, but
you would have done this. Maybe someone might ask. You would have done this earlier so that we have the clear picture of what they're talking about. The government is telling us, Honorable.
But you mentioned here a few minutes that Nandala is very hard in Parliament in these issues. What did you mean? I think you don't eat. You're eating your own words. So, if you are saying that I'm always hard, what do I speak? I speak hard things. I said this cannot work. This is a failure. The report here is clear. This is a wastage. And I told you when I was Chairman Park, you recall when we dealt with criminals and even the Vice President was taken to prison. That clearly shows what we do. And that's why I'm saying that if you make me a president, I'll make it better. Because there's a report which is clear that every year we're losing 10 trillion shillings, over 10 trillion in corruption and wastage. And this is the taxpayers' money. It's a report of IGG, this Water General report. What has President Museveni done? He should have implemented this report, but he hasn't. Now, when I said, if you give me your vote, I am going to fight corruption without fear and favor, and this will be the end, I heard him saying he's also going to fight corruption. For 40 years, where has he been? When I said we are going to fix roads because he has failed, let me tell you about roads. The roads in Uganda are made from materials, 95% from Uganda. The stones, the sand, the water, the cement, with the rebarers, the 5 main items are local, 95%. Why should the road be high? That's why 1 kilometer they make, they steal 19 kilometers. Now, because of Uganda's not demanding accountability, it is like you have sent somebody to buy, that go and buy me meat, 10 kilos. He buys 10 kilos, he brings you 1 kilo. 10 kilos is meat. 1 kilo is what? Meat. Now, instead of saying, but you man, you have given me meat, which is less, it should be 10 kilos. Where are the 9 kilos? For you, because it's meat, you're busy eating and forgetting that I've taken what? 9 kilos. That's Uganda. And that's the reason why they have these programs which make us rotate around. And those are the things we come here to deal as a country. Because if a country is left to money lenders, you know a money lender? I think it is Uganda where we have the word money lender. I don't see anywhere, because we know in all the countries there are commercial banks which give people money, and there are also banks which help the peasants, the poor farmers. So not really the poor, they're not poor, to access capital to do farming, like cooperative banks, like agricultural banks. But in Uganda, when President Museveni came, he knew these were the ones there. He removed the cooperative bank. He removed the district farm institutes. And the district farm institutes were basically for agriculture. For you people who are aware, the tractors were there, the mechanization. If you wanted the artificial insemination, you would go there. If you wanted that, that was the place, but that was removed. And when it was removed, they were said, but what did you put in place? In short, they should have built on top. Either you add on or you maintain. Because they were put in for a purpose. Go to any country, you will never miss a district. Okay, they are called farm institutes. Others call them sub-county farm institutes, county. Go to Kenya here. They are there every day. But here in Uganda, we have nothing. So I've left our farmers at the masses of the money lenders. That's why money lenders come in. And you can tell here, money lender, they are in every trading center in this country. But maybe, I'm not so sure of the West. But here in the East and North, even in West Nile here, even the money lenders are everywhere. And these money lenders are not from, like in Lango, they are not Langese. They are from somewhere. Now, when they come here, you ask yourself, is it them only who should have money to come and lend? Why wouldn't there be some Langese also to lend what? Money. So where do they get this money? Now, we are, even suspicious, the 10 trillion we lose is the one they channel here to come in the form of what? Money lending, so that they clean the what? The money. And the people, because of poverty, they are disparate. They don't question. They jump. They have even given their identity cards. Now, when you ask Uganda now where identity cards, I think 80% don't have even ideas. They will say they are lost, but they are what?
Money lenders.
Money lenders. Even teachers, even health workers. So the situation is bad. That's why we're saying we must resolve this problem, and that's where I wanted to begin from, then put down the manifesto, what we are looking at.
Thank you so much.
Now, the manifesto we have is in 5 pillars. The first pillar is creating employment.
Honorable, I think can we give Chris time to localize the conversation we had, and then we come back and get into the manifesto. This will be good for our audience who can only clearly pick local language. So maybe I give Chris some time, and then I get back to you, Honorable Nandala Mafabi, and we start from where we stopped.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris. Chris, indo kaya moloke la pacho.
Kom arido.
Niwe
holar chawa neno chawa ti arido wa teg matek. Adit president neno chahi kobe kom mission. Mission ubero kita me agenda wa nyongwa wano ti utamo ni mir timere. Kita mir bet kereno koni te kedonyo ni tap mission wa tieni assess FDC. Tie me noto luak bishu karachel dongo kobe kompur kere loko Uganda wani bero kaname. Wan mir bedi ya ber kita mir dano bet kere te chinkan. Enda do ko bani one report ma playing borobani oba mer chue wa kita chinkan so jama wana mi to duchi te chinkan miro nuong pien jama mati ati american dushu wana nuwa te chinkan oba me wanono eka eno ko bani ende work straight ti ko bikum challenges ñu pick kame eneti nungu ñu wana as FDCs nya chele ye nya riye ame wana nuwe yo mo wango ye pe metuku eno kobni muze moro bino bo repenya ka chilling mi abicheken eyewitness ame ono pobero gino no numero muze cha pen pien jami du sudana meti gufu by that time en ka chwale lo cha hermo apier bisel non woranyim e cha ko chullo manen ngira ko bokita memer bet ker man ko be chen ko cha de ko boni chan ya teteni chanen kom chan ente ko boni government program du cha metia binuni ngomio gamente koro kay da kuir kitien te chako kobonia gina roman loko dong ning PDM do ke gina roman e mio ga geobino itande kwa geobino use livelihood geobini web geobino eta loka pay kom langi wani pingo mio northern dano petia gero wat peri chenda entia ga machine gamente ni eno penyo do kinyo tila moro mo gero grofa ke chende me tande kwa nyo PDM nyo use lively edo kaya ente mi yapori kopi kom chaka me onu Museveni on tia kobini at least temati chormeni lita chella ken dano ka chato bedo some good chent more ba like ende temo calculating no ni lita chel yote wil turmia pier ngena bi koni mano chura joda te wan langira to ba pachingwaye no pe balla wiche no eno kene mario ma dekere bedo kopi kom boda ame chani jotiude kede woki en koni teki woni te keto chwahe kome me langi du te keto chwahe kome at least be reducing kopi kom boda loans ame tieni inwoni dano cholo piha chele to ngoni miro piha chele ni pero wi lo piha ngwen ni kato ginuro manen ngira bilohi challenge so kenente kobo obedo kobi kom money lenders jona poho chente menini nino ni ametiude pashi ya patch lira komi northern aloro money lenders ni gamona slide wu ko me ka program government moro bino pay no atwali joni petia ti chente joni ti chente profit agintia ti koma wan langi tiangwa cha wot gero ko loka cha her komi la na feri kano duoko do karomba tungcha so eno koni bilwen ya tek menen ni money lenders ni ngo pio medde warre nyimpiente kwa lonyo wako tiatero ko ture gi kunu kaunu bera me lawe no tiatimo money lending alisu no ber pe no tiakelo don lo pacho magi kimerende ko ni 10 trillion jotia kwa loke ko bikom corruption temi ya por chente meyo me winyo ni ha budget tia kwano me puonyer kero 5 trillion me ngo kero 10 trillion eto chene ni tia wot kwene wori chukule wori dahatal dion posted kwata sa dahatal mo menaces petie kwata so puonye petia ber so 10 trillion tia wot kwene temi ya pore yoni yo kautia kone otia puru kilomita nyo mairo piera rionono inuoni opuru ka chila ber mebolo wawa kere umu wangwa eka para bongwenen oworo kwene inuoni jontia gedo kere winye ni tu Kenya winye ni tu Kampala city kuja po kelo lira kan pingo no en kitane bedo kera countani ekwed di dir mordushu pemi to gini wang lochere eno kono teme ko maha bicha ken wenen kitame ene tich kede ya yom Nandala Mafabi tikida ideology sa ber ma chalo kwacha bod wan lango loro piana tin wano geno kita u MP ko bokercha pay ballot paper alis we long neno wa dogi kum Nandala Mafabi pien en o ya itumbale tungcha ka obdo ha wi wachien ka rig Dr. Alpolo Milton Bote ti merubut kan mo pore kino bankonye na machella ma yayi Kampala wor burumbale da wor buru tunga Nandala Mafabi gi kokome menyurni en ber part of one langi chunya ber UPC ya ikunu one bichu ber tin UPC ya yomi oban konyewa Nandala Mafabi awor bero party president
apoye mateka Chris gino kene andanu apenye kitama gino tiyu kede parliament ko homere amentia ko ni government ti ame abolo lwak ai kop me nyaay lonye ching nywale melo Uganda anda pe ni ngoge mi jonge yi parliament ben gino timo gino loni oversight neno gini diero total ka gina government ti ko boni ti akelo pio nywale melo Uganda ti ateteni ende ko boni ana ko bodang ni ene lwenya track total loka track parliament ko me chama chana donc loko ante amoñ loka odugu cheno to chake kanu
ngeo lao ko ni
yes Chris adwo chen bota honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi nyotigi nada hitemede
yes lao ko boni ngatorni kala hototi ni longi dadi nyoaba kadi yin item kwete dir modushu alis kai amitimo ginoro potimo
Apoyo Matek. Thank you so much, Chris, for that translation into the local language. Now I think we are all at the same page. Joducha metia winyo radio, tidoni yang abero tral. Otamoni unducha metia winyo radio, metia winyo laokan kede to pingo kene me wilobo. Nyeti nenewa YouTube channel wa puri roma de nenewa tedang choya penyi. Puri tu medela yotamam manene ka dok chen bot Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi. Honorable Nathan, as we get now into your manifesto, I want us to start from this point of fighting corruption. Corruption has really been a vice in the country for long. Everyone has been talking about it. Whoever comes into politics will want to first talk something, get into something about corruption, and look into the eyes of the voters or the population of the country as if he or she is the only person to be based on in fighting this vice. But now you have been in parliament, as you said, and I said yes. You said I should not eat my words. I said You have been talking so hard about corruption from Parliament. Yes, we have it in the Hansard, we have it in documentaries from Parliament. But now, if you talk about corruption, but now the same you again still confirming corruption still exists, how will you strengthen Parliament to fight this vice? We have bodies like IGG, Auditor General, and they all report to Parliament. How will you strengthen this institution that looks like it has failed together with the government in fighting corruption?
You have answered yourself.
It looks like you have all failed. Parliament, government.
It's government. You say report. Who is it? Who implements? The one who implements is the executive, the government. Are you getting me? And the head of government is the president. So if a report has come that X, Y, and Z has gone wrong, it is you take corrective action. Let me give a simple one. Have you seen these roads they make? They are supposed to take a minimum of 20 years. But after 1 year, a road is what? Spoiled. Nobody has come and said, you man, you are supposed to have made a road of 20 years. How can a road get spoiled in 1 year or 2 years? Nobody. If the president was serious, the one who made the road could be held liable. And how do you hold it? Because you hold yourself, the minister you appoint, up to the PS, up to down the people who did all. Recently, there was an accident on the road here, on Guru Highway. People died. And that's the whole corruption you can see. If the government was functioning, by now those highways would be having 4 lanes going this way, 4 lanes going this way. The president ran and said, I'm giving every family 5 million. We are not looking for 5 million. We are looking for infrastructure to make lives safer, because the transport, the vehicle, the number of people have increased, the demand for the road has increased, the number of vehicles on the road have increased. These are the things you should deal with. So that is also corruption. Now, corruption, somebody might think they are stealing what doesn't belong to him. The reason why corruption must be fought without fear or favor is because it is a cost to everybody. Now, because they might need to steal 10 trillion, they must factor in the stealing 10 million in taxes. Of course, it is the budget they steal. So the budget they make must have 10 trillion for stealing. And the budget is funded by what? Taxes. That's why the demand for taxes is high, and that's why they put pressure to you people of Uganda to pay taxes. My mother sells oranges, another one sells tomatoes, another one maize or cassava. They want to buy soap. They want to buy sugar. They want to buy, they might want to jump on a border to be taken where? Home. That is where the problem comes, that nobody is demanding. Every kilo of salt you are buying, there is 480 shillings. Every kilo of sugar you are buying, there is 2,300. Those are taxes. Every bowl of soap, that big is the bar, of course the tiny one, but the real meaning the standard one. 2,400 is tax. That 1 liter of fuel they put in that border, because the border will only go when it has what? Fuel. So they will put in to carry you. You will pay every liter has 1,500. So the pressure on people to pay taxes is too high. Because if there was no stealing, maybe there would be only 200 shillings on a bar of soap. So if 200, you would save from 2,400, you would save 2,200 shillings. Now, this 2,200 you have saved would buy another commodity. If your sugar was only 200 on tax, you have 2,100. So now you have, you see, the less the tax, the more the money available for somebody to buy goods to be better off.
Yes, Honorable, just on that point.
Listen, so that you get corruption. So now when you buy goods, the demand of goods go high. As the demand of goods go high, there will be a demand for those goods to be produced. And as the demand for those goods goes high, there will be a demand for raw materials for those goods. as the demand for raw materials go and the farmers are working, maybe if it is sorghum for beer, then because the people have been taking 1 beer, now it's taking 10 beers, the demand for sorghum will go high. But then the demand for people to be, the jobs will be created and the people will be employed. As the people get employed, more capital, you are extending the tax base, there will be more people to be taxed.
Is that what your government look like?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you that corruption is a cost and it retards development, it kills jobs, it makes life welfare of people poor because that's why if you have seen the report we made about in 2000 and I think, can't remember, but I can jump on the head, in 2019 or 20, we clearly stated that the poverty in many of countries like Uganda is basically caused because of what? Corruption. Now that's number one. Now the executive should be the one to implement that and ensure there is no corruption. That's why we said for me, Nandala, if I was a president, as now if you're going to vote me, I will implement, there will be zero tolerance to corruption, and I can assure you I will implement everything without fear or favor. And anybody who would do work, now let us take an example of a road, and you have said it's for 20 years. Then we get a pothole before 20 years. Either you're in Rosira or we get when you have fixed it. Now the corruption is that the roads they are making, even they steal it. Instead of making 6 inches, they make you 2 inches or 1.5. The other inches they eat because they know nobody is there to demand value for money. So now when they 1 inch, see, oh, there's a Tamaka road here, we're happy. They forget that they have not known that they have given them 1.5 inches. Soon there will be potholes. This way they will be where they will be, when there are potholes, their cars will be destroyed, or where the transport will even become very expensive because of the poor road as a result of damages. Now, so why am I putting across it? Give me authority, this 10 trillion will be stopped now. Why didn't I stop it to deal with it? I end up making a report, a recommendation, and the decision to implement the decision is the executive.
Okay.
And the executive is the president. Have I done my part? I have done. I have advised, and I'm happy that my brother Newton was explaining. I have advised many governments, those who have taken my advice, they have improved, they have moved from low-income countries to high-income countries. And the welfare of their people has improved. Of course, Tanzania recently got a problem, but we did it. I gave India. India is now up there. We have done Ghana, we have done Kenya, we have done so many. I've been involved in restructuring, even central banks. One of the central banks I was involved with the Central Bank of England. I bring that as an example. And Kuwait, because those are the first worlds. Of course, you remember, they wanted me to be a governor of Bank of Uganda over here. I told them I can't be a governor of Bank of Uganda. I need to be a governor of the whole country. So
I was about to ask, why did you turn down that offer, having the expertise on that?
I want to be a governor of the whole country to resolve all these problems we're talking about. So that's a pillar under governance, and that's our number pillar, governance and the leadership. And that's where we're also talking about is restating term limits, restating age limit, removing injustice, because injustice is too much. There are 3 things which are destroying our country: greed, injustice, and poverty. And this injustice is where judges are making political judgments, and sometimes they delay justice denied, delayed justice denied. There are so many political prisoners. That's not necessary for a country which should grow. We should give everybody to express himself or herself of whatever he does. Now, the fear comes in because you are doing wrong things. But if you are doing right things, the fear will not be there. So that's where we are saying corruption creates problem and it brings no jobs. And that's why we come with our pillars. Those pillars we have are too interrelated that each pillar fits in the other. Maybe for purposes so that my brother interprets them once. The first pillar is about employment, creating jobs. That is about in agriculture, bringing back cooperatives, bringing back Cooperative Bank and Agriculture Bank. Here, this area is well known for cassava. Used to have a factory for starch here. Is it there? No? And 1 kilo of starch, 1 kilo of starch is 1.4 million. It's $360 now. And the starch is used in medicine, and this growth that we're putting on. You had here a little spinning mill, I don't know where it is. It had even a dedicated line from power from the On-Falls Dam up to here. Dr. Milton Obote was not stupid. He did it knowing there was cotton here. And our cotton, yes, that's what I'm saying to you. Our cotton is the best world over. But because of greed, people have signed contracts not to have us produce cotton. And somebody was saying, our cotton has no market. Here in West Germany here, there are too many growers of cotton. Do you know them? Moses Ali and the Uganda prisons. Are they eating the cotton? They are growing, they are expulking it and sending it as a specialized product. And that's one of the things which should come back in Lango. We have our cotton back, we have starch back, the stuff from cassava, and the people of Lango Cooperative Union comes back. The spinning mill functions, which was feeding African textile mill in Bali, Nightil textile, just Nightil, of course, in Ginger. We had bed sheets and shirts. Me, I put on Yomato. I don't know some of you if you have ever heard about Yomato. When we were going to secondary school, even primary, I think, they were bringing for us Yomato. So, from Ugir. Ugir was in around the Bugorovi there. It's now called, I think, is it called Spina something now, I'm told. So, those are things we need back so that we can have our people back to have agriculture. Now, let me add on this so that my brother does. Then the livestock. This area is known for cattle, livestock. You roast it. People have to be compensated. It's not a joke where you say you are going to bring 5 cows. If you're talking of 5 cows, how many families? Let us take an example. There is 1 million families in Lango. 5 cows times 1 million, you get 5 million cows. 5 million cows in Teso, 5 in Lango, 5 in Acholi, 5 in West Nile. I think 500,000. Part of Bugiso and the Sebe also, the other Dodolo and Sebe was also affected. Maybe 500,000. So that means maybe another 2 million cows. So where are you going to get 27 million cows before 15th of January? Those are just lies. But if a country was serious, there was even a controlling. Why doesn't President Museveni bring money and pay the people? Give them promissory notes, do what? So these are, because if I give you a treasury bill, it will have an interest on it. And there are people who lost more than 5 cows. And they even lost people. You're aware of property. Government is supposed to protect its people under the Constitution. I think Article 26. You must protect the citizens with their property. In the case of loss, you make good. So where you have lost people, you have lost property, they must pay. So that was the responsibility of government. And me, I feel bad. Of course, Akena, my brother, lost his grandfather and the grandmother. They were killed, and that's the time they took their cows. I think in 1988, just around that time. 87? Somewhere there. So, I'm a congressman. That's why I'm bringing all those things. And I'll also mention about them later. Now, we walked here. You have a lot of swamps. They are very good for fish. If you can, very good for fish, very good for rice. I can tell you, you have a big resource here. But now when they took your cows, you are now creating, the land became open. So now what they do in some areas, the Balor have brought their cows. Because if your cows were there, they would not bring them. If your cotton was there, they will not bring it. Now, because the cotton is not there, the cows are not there, now the land is bare, they come and take it. So that means taking advantage of people. That is not good. That's not what we like about the country. You are chasing up people from the lake. The lake is a natural resource for those people. There was this Beachman Management Committee. I recall when I was chairman of economy in 2001, 2006, we approved the money for setting up Beachman Committee, fishing landing sites, and the Beachman Committee, beach management committees, which are managed by local, not UPDF. UPDF is supposed to keep our borders, supposed to keep security. Now, they are now, instead of keeping borders, they are keeping fish. And they are chasing people. That's not fair. I think people should fish. And when they fish, they eat some fish, some they sell. If you are saying they are using bad nets, give them right what? Nets. And that's the responsibility of government. The agro-processing comes back. So Lango will be back compensated. Lango will have back their product of cotton and cassava, and they will make money. As they make money, of course, the economy will grow, and as the economy grows, we have to invest also in fish farming in these swamp areas, even where the dry area is, but where water is near, we can do it. So what I'm trying to raise is that Lango has capacity to come back to its proud position as early on, but on condition that they accept to change the system, because this system cannot allow. It is determined to make them poor until they die. We are not in this election that we are hating somebody, hatred and whatever. Once President Museveni, you have done what you have done. For 40 years, it's enough. But what you have not done, you cannot do it in what? 5 years. 5 years now need somebody who will come to fix the economy and of course and put money in our pockets. That's why we're in this race.
Right, we are getting for a break, and then Chris will have that translated. Maybe as we get for a break, Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi, with all these in your vision that you have lined them up for our listener this evening, do you now count yourself as the best candidate among the 8?
Yes, and I'm the best because of all those who have an idea, which first of all, I know how painful poverty is. I come with a knowledge in economics. I come with a knowledge in accountability, in financial management.
Or maybe just you let us know 1 or 2 strengths you have over these other 7 candidates.
No, I have not one. I have too many strengths all over them. First of all, I come with experience. I've been there. When I talk about cooperatives, I'm a chairman of this cooperative union. It had also been taken. They have fought it for you. For information, people of Lango or other people are listening to me. In 1987, in Budadili Trading Center, President Museveni came and told them about this cut coffee. Cut coffee. And even I think told the Baganda, for us, they told us to plant avocado, chili, kamlari, this red pepper, and silkworm. Some people did. But meanwhile, as they were cutting, they were growing coffee in Western North. They were trying to grow coffee in Western North, Uganda. Unfortunately, God never listened to that. That's what happened. Now, many people cut, and some lost out. But the good thing for us, those who cut, coffee, it grows as a tree. It grows. It's fruited. Now, there are those who are fruited even. Now, we used to have 50 million kilograms of coffee. Of course, that's why we dropped to 20. Now we're about 25, 30. So that's why I want to give you that for us. At that time, there were no FM like this one. Would have gone to tell them. But we walked as young men. I was in the university. I said, why? You can plant camellia under those coffee trees. You can plant avocado. And now a basin of avocado in your place in Mbale is less than 1,000 shillings. Now, while a coffee is now 18,000 what? A kilo.
Okay, let's get for that short break.
You asked that question, let me answer that. So I come that if I'm talking about cooperatives, Land Cooperative Union will work. The generals will come back because we have brought ours where? Back. If you are talking me about how to fix money to make the production, the area to become productive, I have told you we're going to invest money in the productive sectors. So we're going to put 10% of our budget in agriculture. Now that is already going to spur, and you are going to put silos, and we come with experience in that area that agriculture, Uganda is an agricultural country. we shall have, you remember, we have cash crops and food crops. Now in Lango currently, there's no what? No cash crop. So that's why poverty is there. You need a cash crop, and their cash crop is cotton. And the other one we're adding on is cassava, because it's going to produce what? Starch. And that means that one I bring experience on table. We have advised many government. The third one, how to fight corruption, I was Chairman Park. I did it. I'm told everybody when I was going there, when they know that I've chaired a meeting, they would run home to go and watch a TV to see what I've done. The vice president was taken to what? To prison. Do I have a capacity to do it? Yes, I have. The other candidates don't have. Even President Museveni has been there for 40 years. Can't do it. Do I know about the village problem? I come from a village. By the way, I told you I studied from a village what? School. I feel bad our children who study and stop in the villages. And this is basically simply because of I am here that we're going to celebrate 28 years of what? UPE. 28 years. Every 10 children who go to primary 1, 8 don't reach P7. That means they drop out. And the reason why they drop out, they are 1, hang at school. 2, no teaching. We're saying we're going to invest money in education. Our teachers, they will not be separated knowing that this is arts or science. No. An English teacher teaches a math teacher or a chemistry teacher to teach chemistry or math in English. Therefore, an English teacher is very important at the same time like a math teacher. So a teacher is what? A teacher. Our teachers will be paid very well, equal salaries, have houses to stay in. Our children go to school, their children will go to school from primary up to university free. Meanwhile, our children who are in these schools will eat food at school. Now, this food they are going to eat is going to be provided by our mothers who have these market vendors, our boys who are on the streets like now, the border. You are aware the borders have been cheated for long, and that is a big employment sector.
Oh,
big. It has over 2 million Ugandans. And if it was the government of Uganda had sense, those are the people they would have invested in. A border to reach in Uganda, it reaches for only 2 million not. But because of high tax, the profits, the interest, the greed, it goes for 6 million.
Thank you so much.
Just 1 minute, let me conclude on this. Our children, when they buy it, they will add on more money for money lender. By the time they finish, the money they have paid for that motorcycle until their trousers are torn in loans can buy for what? Motorcycles. Our plan is that the motorcycle people will be given motorcycles for 2 million, and they will pay it over a period of 5 years. So that's 400,000 per year. And in that sector, that means the border market will grow now. The people will some live, get taxis, get tractor, trailers, tippers. Now, when the construction is coming on, they will be the ones supplying materials. And that one will be possible because we are saying even in every village against PDM. PDM is saying 100 million at a parish. We're saying 100 million shillings per village. If there are 10 villages in one parish, 10 times 100, that is 1 billion. Right? Times 5 years, that's a 5 billion. Basically, it's a grant. It's not a loan. A grant to those people in that area to see out what economic activity.
But is the PDM a good initiative?
It is a failure. And that's why I've said it's a failure. That's why we're saying it doesn't work.
But you're coming to promote by increasing the funds under the same project.
We are saying at the village level, you see, let me also give you another example. That's why my moderator, you need to understand. These programs which put people in pressure, have you ever fallen sick? You go for treatment, they give you half a Panadol to treat headache when you are supposed to take 2 Panadol. Then you will never get it. In fact, the headache will become persistent. That's why poverty is persistent, that chronic. The poverty is chronic because they give us a quarter Panadol instead of giving us 2 Panadol. This country needs 2 Panadol. In fact, now we are going to get away from 2 Panadols. We need to give 4 because the disease has become chronic, and we deal with it.
Let's get for a short break. When we return, Chris will translate that. Then after, we'll be picking some callers. I will read your card do Chen, Chris Agonyo, Mohameti manifesto, Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi, Adabedo manifesto, FDC party ni. Tolo dogo nenu chime mogibori kai take it up penyogo. Ame meet to penyo bino le your time kid on radio tiene ni natin. Chris, we hawe ye check eka do Chen.
Radio Shabu Week. Onye twinyi yorokera pupiru nungere. Yera boru ya bongo entonera boru pama. Radio wa.
Wabeno tunuko, wabeno ya indupaya, wabeno tunuko, jona tunuko.
Christmas Karlapi Mohamando Kotono is back, bigger and better.
Motere ametoka dung kwela keken meyini dodo ido karchel kere kwacho choye jemu chakar bo doka giko ni do paro bichel meduma paro chel mo haman waya meu choye bricha ko mako werki ko ni do pirdek meduma paro chel choye tika chilin tutmi apake ke ni kokoro ben ko memo haman nen tido kwena chapter yo pirngon yo na ka pirngon wo biro meche ko bo iklize mo ko wirman bir pekade ka ngwen pingejo kana go chimbot koreta ilor gwango ngom na ma chimno ta bira bi ngwena bichel nota bichel adega bo ready wa kongi guma jome kelo ku
Itewenyo ira poro ya pongwen tona boro radio wa kongi joma kelo kuch.
Poya take do Chen, we are check now on radio we had akel Chris apoya.
Poya. Weka chaki kaka na me adong president okobo tagi kia me winyu wan duchi room kana obango nyeri ye wake. Eno mia por ikobe kom ka witi habari eka to mi ya kwata panadol kwata ber nusho me ko kedi panadol ti round nyo ko kedi cycle awte poko yangwe no te mi nusho ni mo anyeto ku witi habari kono te mi yin kono bedo dingo kedi winyi ningo habari chukwe eno penya mano do chiti bot jo me pacho kuno Mario mere ako anada chaki chien ate warna kwene no chahiye okoni neno mere eno ko te ko manifesto mere ngo ame kajo luang Lango Sub region ke rogeni ko me metia pa lira kole kwane yam molatar ke kano ken cha dushu yam tu hegisha ka ke rogeni ko me ere wotimo pe luang dusha meti Uganda ke Northern Sub region eno ko boni ucha mi yapor ipok kameti ulengere kenen tuboro kun chantie pekitie manilenda stiaden jotia wono wape metukutuku nini miri rachende kapera cheni tapo worup tiyo jameni woto charo konyo tiyo te gwakoko chao kenen no china pura no manilenda instead of gedo kelichene wuni profit agina no ngani kello pachikan joni kero profitare wori wella mala meno pe berente ke chal doni lochi tap ene yeleta keren moro du mekello richon ti gina mo loni bank of cooperative banks ame wori kopo chente kuno nyu e wori raw jame wu ko te gammo ko mora tiyo ko te kor ka wel beda ber e ka de chat jamu chaire no chena dita bob eno connect bilwenyi manumene ni cooperative societies oduogo du te mi yapor spinning mill arior no tiboro kane na me jon yot pur pamma na ende ko ni northern kan cash crop wa yotie jojo ko ni do wor ko bota chwe petie chani wando ti wanye bod jo kenne temi ya pona bod gi kushi ya matuni cheli pier bor we ngwena ma duong loba meti lo shi chani we wod bollo gi tu side bod gi kushi ni ha to nguno tien monyo ko duju piru gen ka avocado ta koni chawani avocado wella ena chila beira me wanu ngeni bero ki wellera me lo duju ti ping chahari chiling mi abiddo go ping eto bad ginno namini geri jo kenne cha tabi puru moñ wellere te mi yapore ni cintu mi para bor kila shel ko enen ko kitamo no jo tepter gi ko na rakkede maneno mi yapore re te ko boni oponye tiede no pe ko pe metuko ena e bere poñ so pe kamo poñ tiede no o bere po poha ame chulla poñ sanses tie bere petero rom gero poñ me art pingu e ko poñ me nursery section poñ me primary annako bed buallo gini ha medigi salary ero guj ponyo kelne tiaga mo centa ber ponyo kelne tiaga mo centa di pingo ente ke danyi lo chitap emi yo salary ponyo ducho bero iko gonyo ni abera roma me kopa po me chulo mana chulo malo mana chulo kaningo gundundushu ponyo dushe no ponyo gi meno ken me to mi ja por body ni body bere na dong ti emetia konyo joy te chin kan dong lo ran dunga population me business dushu ber body na metimo eno koni bodo ken ti ametia nyono pika me du kondud bali yo tiu chama tiu dapo kede kondud gi nyokom gi ame peber kenen piha chela me bore tia chulo rongo wilo piha ngwen nyobala bi eto ente ke donyi lo pien body tiu cha tek konyo jo ekope security konyo jo ekope ward konyo jo all sectors apola papati kope puri jammo ken na popo tekiene donyi lo chitap boda chel kai word gamo pik ibi gamo pi wele miliona rio amenwe chulo pi mwaka bich ko mwaka bich yen mwahe nwe chulo ken kala ngwen na ken ojoni kor president ni we hawo no pingo eno ken me tia waranyim okoboni isela chel pen government tia pota pora ideologies ame Nandala Mafabi kinyo FDC ame tia chata agenda merni rigino bino kato keroko choni isela chela no mirben million mia eto government tia ta forging pen gin pengio kitame chwilere woro kede omiyo Paris aluru tia nungo million mia me kai tiu chura no pe konyo dane ginoro cheni ni wili deg wili chabuni wili ngoy wili chem jamu duju
wa checking chawa to dugo mede
na poyo.
The time check on Radio Wa. It's 11 p.m.
Maliko chwana gwandiri manien inge puru kar jamu wane na do loko tema goro joka duduga pacho kanu dana bang we loko checha kokudiko wane okiri do penti mwa ka rana nginu yela totwa ling anu tame bot pra jessica tikinu were toko bania wora wil kore duchik shalaka green puts chake kore nywage kone moroke kena kai wile topita man mire kwana kwa ikinu lonyo wonya wilgida yot mod kore nyanya kone moroke ken kore kabejda kone loa kai pira man bero kadura rioke kene to nyuake chine weke kore giri nyanya meda tungula kai wile topita manu luin kinu lonyo watermelon da kone duj kore sunflower ba pana kere hansam utina ka yendo abecha ta kai kire pora man kere bele wido duj utina ka fosa pa konye wango do mede mogati te fangi saida konya teke kopenge jom wane shala ka grow inputs kana ye timu yo fertilizer kai kire pora man momina pu miyo kore ya wanchel na ka mali wow bie will na ka jami tuchi pora ba pomchi kiro yat watering can gambut sizes ducha da mi wholesale mede tiyo da duj tiche wayo nyoi toilet todonga chila bwa yela nung shala ka grow inputs girme blue volatile roll road lera kanim unywe gochim kurucho raman ne kubere nota bira chela bicha beach nota bichela ngwana bichel.
Uganda, the time has come. We have a choice to make. A choice for real change. A choice for hope. A choice for a better economy, a better future, and money in our pockets. Nathan Nandala Mafabi James is a tested leader, a man of integrity, an economist who understands what people need. Jobs, affordable living, and opportunity for every Ugandan, not just a few. The FDC is not promising miracles. It is a plan to fix the economy and put money in your pockets. Ugandans from all walks of life, the youths, women, workers, farmers, stand up, let your voice be heard. It's time to take back our economy and our country. Nathan Nandala Mafabi James for President 2026. Vote for the key. Vote for FDC. Fixing the economy, money in our pockets.
This is the sound you breathe. The Planet Radio. The Planet 89.8 FM. Radio
Itiunyu Raporo Pongwen Tunaboro Radio Omgigo Choma Kilokuch.
Oya take do chen will me chat will on radio. Bino donyo ka Chris oti hote bino gambo da penye buri kere kwano kwena meichim na metie borwa kana YouTube kere na meichwalo line wa meichim apoyo Chris.
Wakono atia koboy kom chenta eno kobni sela chela nyo mira kobi sel nyo chela no mira million mia chela pi sela eto barmani no ni million mia chela tia me yo Paris aloro chaka no ni sel ti bala par com million mia chelin pokere ni ngono eke kom chenda me no te dero nya chelo nya puri pacho kanu me no million a cheli no do podoko tonko tia mi ken kala ka bichel la ka biro la ka boro cheno kenini no wor kwene gugeno ticha gamenti ni ena meno rok tia tongo so ente ke wer lo ci tap e jwa yo manite nenani dai makko jo amem ko bera ko chiento me mira te dero me ti kere me dong me miyo ena beri ko mare yoti abon luora bon kisha moro gen eno ko ni cash crop bero korra me wanre puru me chiente mo no bero pama bero kokoa bero jammo kenne cha ero kanene chano ruenyo ko pingon no ene mi te jamino duch duoko ende ko ne gina don tia ballo ping bero kobi kom system yen kayini nen chora i gamente system mere petia ber ende penya ni itamo ni mo ke piera ngwen me gamente ni no bero kere loch twero timo ginoro ningo meloko ido dongen ka mo ka bicha kenenti akono dwa hedo mo ha bicha kenni me we hede loko kere system mene tie koboni twere gumo ke piera ngwen po puru yodo tie ko balagi yo me yarwe kunje masini pot tungcha be apaju wata chol pure tungcha kennicha anaka chawer do mo kadi na chawane akwiri tie wera nyimeni weno ko be yo apach kano ken pot yo pochulo jo pingon no ergo chien megin tiu kelo anaka pingon no eno ko do ko be kom do otemati chora mere moro kan ni Museveni pero ko boni do e cholo pacha chel do habisha beach ngo geo instead of do habisha beach me yo pacha chela ena ko bono million habisha beach we poti borre aburu we poti borre we hen wonen kere dianga ene willo nyongo ene timo pingon no mi petwar mi wachiende ni e ko come kayini ti chora do million beach okay do habisha beach korok ti wel million chela pacha chela sumi dog million mia beach nyo dog million beach Museveni nungo do heni kwene kere ngomi chahe do hekare me kwirien ate ko ne me jo chulo dog abere ningo manongo eno kobo eno ame endia chwalo kwach boru unjo ametio kuno ilang duch ni pien natinwa akena jimi pero tia chung ena ebera tine congress ama obera tine UPC ni so endia chwalo kwach jo duch mirobole kwir dangene romo pwede tire maliet ame eramo karete timo gina ber abo apo jo dushu ena dok te koboni gina do tia ballo Uganda wani do ngalo dushu tika jama deka ken amene wo lwen ya tek meneno ni country wani obero loba ber me bedo pien wan rik pocho ballo ni obana chwe wai Uganda kanin ko bana machelo bedo greedy manu obero awor mo yes greedy bedo ngato awor bero woro ni obero awor so kai bero awor mi ni jame du chame yi keni wana tioneno duonga pok tiu po hera ko kai nen mani lendas ni du pebi no matin la mori duongi bero loha and duongi bero banyan college enda me yoda pore ko be komni kare ko mado kwacha mani chawani winyi ni balalo so duogo tikere dog miedi kwena romantia mayilo wa pingo no eno ko ni area mona hechani pore mo pingo mario merde ko ni injustice mano bero menu ngola tirape wano tineno ngome timere ti winya ti nena YouTube ti nene NTV jamo ken UBC jamo ken sha jo ken ti amo ma na hati bunyi temo toro gamente to buda no potemo ngiro raro ka ginano kitite motoro gam ngomi ko jame duj bergen kay temo toro gamente an yongi mano pere ko tami ngola tira pingo so ente ke donyo la ci tap ngola tira bere tie pene nude maho ibere president Uganda ngola tira bere all sectors ko bero kobi kom chan wano bero chano do cho ngomi wan northern ke kenan naka chieni potwer do jolo ko wa PDM do ke miyaga lo ngo jami duju petie te ko ne lwenyi ko bi kom tich wan la oti o meto tich balo kwan jo kwano doi tich pe pingon no eti wona ginati tidi winyi ni atinora me mo hapara bi winyi bero secretary white no pala men kusha state house no officer tenda no bero gino roha chella ken pingon no so mit lwenyi ko bi ko mapopo me choyo tich ijamo ken livestock edugo ko eka do megiko te ko boni enemy to coach kede teach kede yera tira ka bi duake ka bi kete ene kom yele me fighting out corruption be repeti Uganda apoyo mate modeta
good apoyo mate Chris now radio gamba do chimbi bori penya kwa harekere ngoa me mituni ango hibota Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi. Our time now is running low, but yeah.
Just one.
we need to, for us, some of us feel bad to see President Museveni doing posters, billboards, banners, T-shirts. This money should have brought it here to give people of Lango, because this is taxpayers' money. If you had put it in for these women who are in markets, these borders, whatever, it would have been better. We have roads. We have said we are going to make roads. By now, in 40 years, all roads would have been tarmacked. Unfortunately, they are not. We come here, we say, we shall tarmac roads. That includes the rails. We come with a plan to deal with hospitals. All our hospitals, I feel bad that some people go out of the country where the poor can't. And when somebody goes to the hospital, they say, we refer you, go for a scan out, go for buy a medicine. No, this is going to end. Our health center force are going to become referral hospitals. The referral hospital like Lira is going to become a national hospital. They will be equipped with medicine, with equipment. There's no way it is written that equipment which is
in your manifesto and your agenda for the country, your vision as well for the country. But we know FDC party, of which you are contesting under its flag, has been struggling with internal unity. Now, how can Ugandans trust you with the ability to unite the country when your own party has been struggling with this unity? And what also guarantees that the internal FDC conflicts will not undermine national governance if you're given power? And let me pick callers, then you can respond to that. Plus this one. Hello? Bear. Abila James. Lang Yaliru. Yes, James. Yes, James. Okay. Okay. Take James. Now, Honorable James is asking about the influx of middlemen within the community, whom for him he thinks is just cheating farmers. These are the middlemen who come and buy the products from farmers cheaply, and they go and benefit highly from the national or other big markets. What will you do on those middlemen? Middlemen and women anyway. These days there are so many middle women than men. Hello? Yes.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah, good evening.
It's good evening. It's about to even. We are about to start telling you good night. Good evening.
It's okay. You are speaking with Dan Roberta. My first Sudanese, I was speaking you people whatever online.
Oh, you are South Sudanese speaking as from online. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I like Radio Wise and I like the whatever of the Nandala Mafabi. That is the good president. Okay, for me, what I try to see, what is, I just repeat what is the Nandala Mafabi was saying.
Okay.
About the foreigner and the Museveni living long. The Museveni is not a good person. You see, like for me, I'm always buying cow, even I'm used I swear, I always that was happening. But Uganda is a beautiful country and the president is the one who's telling all that countries.
Thank you so much for your comment.
My comment is like, I wish new citizen as in Uganda, new money lender, like for us in our country, we don't have money lender. Even you can call in. For me, I'm working as a captain in South Sudan, but right now I'm doing my business because I'm not lending money anywhere in South Sudan.
Thank you for that comment. In South Sudan, there are no money lenders.
No money lender. We don't like that even. We don't want to see them around.
Thank you so much.
That's good.
For your comment. Hello? Hello. Oh, this one is out of the line. Let me pick another caller. Hello?
Yes, you are speaking to Gena John from Chiriandongo.
John, thank you so much. How is
Yes, I
Chiri and
want to
Dongo?
appreciate our flag bearer and all the members in the building.
It's a pleasure having you on board.
Yes, my first question is, I heard our flag bearer has been in Parliament as a member in the State Account Committee for some years back. But then he also failed to fight corruption. Which formula will he use to fight corruption if we voted him as the president of Uganda now?
Okay, which formula?
Then two, the teacher started crying for salary increment some years back when he was also a member of parliament from 2018 to 19 to 20 and up to now. And I have never had him moving a motion in parliament concerning the teachers' salary.
Okay.
Yes. Now, why is it coming now during political time? Why not those days to fight that issue so that everybody is treated well?
Thank you for your questions.
Thank you.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please.
You're speaking to Daniel of Apai.
Daniel calling from Apai. Thank you, Daniel.
I have one question.
Go ahead.
Now that Ugandans have lost hope in the election in Uganda, what is his plan? If it is alleged again that when the election is rigged, then secondly, many Ugandans now believe that whether you vote or we don't vote, someone has already passed.
Oh.
Now, how is he going to convince us that we vote him and he's going to be the president of Uganda? Otherwise, I've liked he's a humble person and he can be the president, make it the president very well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hananchi memogo ade keka do tie kodako pichawa chawa do tie dake haparu e bongweni chawa beach. Hello.
Oh. Odi lokere Sam Wang Medoholo.
Sam Medoholo po ba Sam.
Mota party president.
Okay, party president Sam that I greet you.
Kenya both party president ni sai ni for Uganda John Karatel for Uganda mechawa. Ila medan kusikia ni wilo buloni. Kuri ibon ko ni Uganda isawa ni
Lokitia ngalo kwa mi yogonya yela ko ke mo kana network tabali.
Apenyo kitu. Apenyo party president ni sai ni for Uganda John Karatel for Uganda mechawa. Ginna dana mi to ben ko. Amelo je politi ko no ko ni sawa ni kuja the Uganda ko ni attitude you promote kiera mwenyu ginara de ko mo timu dokya pa ni ni ba ti ko 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 ni Uganda sawa ni kuye en fa ni ku regular ko jawa ni.
Okay, poye ba?
Poyo.
Right, the caller Daniel from Apache is asking that if you think there is no guarantee for peace in the country currently, but it is what all Ugandans need, a peaceful and country. But if there was no peace, would you be speaking up to this time on the radio? So he's trying to bring that question in, that what do you think about the peaceful country right now? If you think you are the better choice for presidency. Hello?
Hello?
Chen Moses Mo to Alopoya.
Ana better check people from.
You better check party man.
People front.
You better check people's front.
Anu ni agenda Mafabi like that.
Look, Pashido.
I don't have for the president.
Okay.
American Barang Everyone in Yalame Uganda. ini ye wan nyal me Uganda board da wang ala board kar me onu anena lo hala to era ba ye
apoya ba
kai ne na ngola ra to nyal me Uganda yo ara ba por doctor ba ni ya te yo ara ala gum aba ye ono mero entato del president
ikoni nyinga
Uchien Moses Mokoro.
Boy, Moses is appreciating your manifesto. Moses said for him he is a supporter of PFF, but your manifesto is clear and is worth buying compared to other presidential candidates. So I don't know whether you'll be talking to Chris after and across to FDC. Chris, you can handle that. Eh? My last caller right now.
Hello.
Poya take.
I'm Mr. Chenabia.
Chenabia Poya.
Yes. Now, Mr. President, I want to give you one question.
Yes, sir.
What is going to be your policy on issues of commercial bank and telecommunication? Because these people, this institution, they do a lot of credit creation in terms of broad money, which I think the government of Uganda may not have absolute control over them. If we vote you as the president tomorrow, what are you going to do on this commercial bank and telecommunication who are into credit creation with little government or no government control?
Thank you so much, Chenabia. Good. That also now marks my last caller on radio. Now, Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi, I'm giving you now time, around 7 minutes to respond, and we summarize since our time is now running low. Within 7 minutes, you can respond to those questions.
Moderator, Mr. Moderator, before
Yes, Chris.
Yes. Atamea kub kana mewoki President Okobo tagi here, summarizing. Enokone program tepi jo ametimu hapira bishel nono. Wera nyim me ti dwe tekene donyo bere President Uganda dwe jo nagam tutu me hapira bishel nono dwe manna bon godo Lango Kobo kitu. Endo pe kobo ni program tepi owobe nyobulla menoti okwana me teach pe chingi enemy yigi teach ameno bien gufu mere ramo keri kubere do jo kene lobe wako program tipi monto program tipi choto program tie pi jo ti dushu mano program kiteno ko keni teko chwale bere president e bi lwenyi ko mugino dushu eno koni police prison warders jo no me koro buchu eno me jo ame gwa hogi prison kununo kede mon chone matek en kainen kabura jona ti aburiye ku jone na gwa hokushwa wan dushu and Johnny Peopori Malda Pobero Mirigi Erpeni teach Megin Tia Jalepi Guakwame Uganda Johnwale Dime Uganda Johnny Petia Buraber Tino ki Petia Kwan Eno Kone Bimi Tena Johnny Chako Kwan from nursery up to university Menu Tina John Duch Petia Chulo Ekade do ikobi como L sectors Mono bero kobi como .com Eno Kone LC Force Duch Ebi Yele Temi Yubero Referral Hospital weka unyo man kita mekanti ya bero kede nyo data le wadunga me yine nbe referral dano cho yiken kabalo ite worwele yenite gu ite chik me referral jami dujuno tiye kanere joni cho balo tena wele jami I pharmacy gi doko dobi tikeri komi kan domi re cholgi migi gi norme pi eno koni bilweni ko mana tek me mi ngo jami no beda ber miu el send force adok referrals Magi kimere ente koboni Chienta me Museveni tia balme printing posters, t-shirts a goronien. No me ring me yo nyale me Uganda do you chen ni poti bod gi chao we ti kede ginoro me dongo pashu. Apoye matek.
Good apoye matek. Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi, you can now use the few remaining minutes to respond.
One, you asked about this unit. If a wife and a woman quarrels in the house, and the man runs away in the house, then the man has failed to manage what? Manage internal issue conflicts must be managed internally. If there are people who run away, we tell them to come back. If we are saying we couldn't manage, the party would have been no more. The party is there. We believe that I, Nandala, I am just also a member, just a unit. One day I will go away. Now, if to give you more comfort, in 2012 I stood as FDC president. I failed with 30 votes and General Mutu took. I never ran away. General Mutu stood in 2017 with Poa. Poa won him with over 300 votes. He ran away. So in 20, so and by then, of course, at that time it was Dr. Yesigi was a presidential candidate, and I think that you are aware that people who can only want to be in the leadership, they're not there, they don't want to be led. So the FDC I'm talking about is there, and me in this election, I want Uganda that I bring unity, I bring reconciliation in the whole country. The country is disunited throughout. Middlemen, yes, that's a very serious issue. We are going to deal with it because we're talking of cooperatives. We are going to make sure the government will put money in the cooperative bank so that it provides corporate finance for farmers. The farmers need the money basically for their basic needs. And we're going to put stores so that the people can take their goods in the store, and we shall issue them what we call warehouse receipts. I can tell you there will be no middlemen in my government. Everything, the government will be the one to market, and the cooperative will say they are coming back, you are going to get a better price, and where the price we mean, it takes care of your cost plus a margin of profit. Where if you grow a product and the rain or the sun destroys it, the insurance company will pay. I can tell you, James, this business middlemen, unless they become farmers or they change business, they will not cheat a farmer anymore. My sister from Sudan has confirmed. He has confirmed there are no money lenders in government. Now here they are there because the president is aware of them. They want people poor so that they can become to turn dust on their tunes. This is going to stop because the money lender is just coming to lend them personal money at 20%, and it's very unfortunate per month. Now this is where it's going to be because we're bringing back cooperative bank, we're bringing agriculture bank. These are banks going to give people money at no interest to the farmers, and we're going to invest money in small businesses. And since agriculture is going to be taken care of, I think this is going to go down. And these groups, whereby people they become guarantees of groups, these are going to end. We see you rather be in a society which does something better, where you have your society with credit and saving, than these groups where you have nothing even to save, but you're also calling yourself a member of a saving group. Parliament, John from Chiranong, I think you're one of those who have been out of the world. But even those who are out of the world, the internet is there, and you can Google me. Parliament, when I was Chairman Park, you know what I did, and you know people who went to prison. One Vice President of Kenya went to prison. You are aware that we returned 1.7 trillion was paid back. And if I was a president, I think I would have done more. That's why I'm coming. I said that I come with experience, because they want to implement that is the executive, not me. The Parliament stops on the recommendations. As teachers, you are aware I'm one of those who has been advocate. I think you don't follow. We're the one who said no, the teachers should not be segregated. Teachers are teachers, because I'm also what? A teacher, and the teacher can do work, coursework, mark exams, mark courseworks, prepare a scheme of work when he has a proper mind. I'm the one who is saying that teachers should not be one of those to go to money lenders. And even if you recall very well, I'm the one who came up with me and a gentleman called Engineer Kawesa, that all university children, when they are going to university, government universities, we get the total money in the basket, divide with all my children who are going to the university, so that each gets a portion. Not some who said this one has performed well to be getting government sponsorship, yet the ones who are getting government sponsorship might be have gone to good schools like Budo, Mwiri, and their parents are well to do. While those who came from bad schools are the ones who are suffering with selling properties to access university education. And yet they are more brighter than those who went to those schools. Daniel, Ugandans have lost the election. No, don't lose hope. Even a thief who steals your garden, you will never leave the garden to grow. You continue growing and say, one day I will arrest the what? The thief. The thief's numbers of days are 40. I want you Ugandans to believe that we shall change this government. I want you to go and vote. If all the votes can be cast, nobody should stay home. Let us cast the votes. Let me give an example with technology. This polling station Nandala has got 1,000. The other one 1,000, 1,000. Now, how will you cheat? People are totaling up. I can tell you it will not be possible. But also, I want to remind you, President Amin said, if you have a biased referee, You must score a goal whereby even a blind person sees that is a what? A goal. So what do? You score and cut the net. So that's why I'm saying everybody should come. We vote big numbers so that they count until they get tired and say that this one cannot be stolen. And that's a goal where a person will reach. And then you'll see I'll still remain humble, and I'll be humble. President, I'm a servant. I'm asking for this job as a servant. I will not be a boss. I'm just a servant to deal with. Peace, I think I have not talked about the peace problem here. I said there's insecurity in the pocket. And by the insecurity in the pocket is worse. Poverty is the worst thing, and I want to tell you that it can cause anything. You see, when somebody is poor, he says, I would rather die of a bullet, but I must get food. You understand? So I want to warn you, some from Dokoro, that the area will resolve the problem of this. Take an example of our youth who are unemployed. How many are they? The day they will get up and leave that smoking in Jaga, eating malung, and they start breaking properties, you will regret. That will be the worst. And you see, even if a bullet will be there, they will break it. I can tell you the area will stop this poverty, the insecurity we have our youth with jobs, the better. You don't do it, I can tell you the country is on fire. The youth are too many, they are unemployed, they take, I see them with some funny bottles of alcohol, which is not good. We don't, some I'm told to take the thing which make shoes, this gum, how can you take gum? It's very dangerous. I can tell you that's the insecurity we have. So the peace you're talking about tomorrow is not a piece of a gun, it's the piece of poverty. Be ready. And unemployment, and this one is a time bomb for all of us. Moses PPS, thank you so much. Come work together. Yes, thank you for buying in the manifesto, and this manifesto is implementable because the person who is talking, he knows how to do it. And it's from Vote My Brother. Yes, we are very concerned about MTN. They are lending money to you people. They say put in money, you can access a rate of 50K, but the interest rate, who is regulating? That's a very important thing. Even the commercial banks, you see, even if we have liberalized the sector, you cannot allow interest rates to fluctuate anyhow as they are. There must be a cap. In Kenya they have done it, in the UK they have done it. I can tell you the earlier we do it in Uganda, the better. And I want to tell you, the only person who knows the money markets, who knows how people are being, this MTN and Airtel is no different from money lenders. They are no different. This will be dealt with without fear or favor. I want to ask you people of Lango, that I'm a UPC from background. You see, when parties were banned, is when other parties, when the multi-party came, is when you see FDC coming up, other parties coming up. But the original parties was UPC, DP, and I think CPA was a bit there in 1980. One, my parents are of that background. Of course, Mbale is known for UPC. But I want to state that even the UPC was born in Mbale, if you are not aware. UPC was born in Mbale, and the first conference where they elected Dr. Milton Obote as the leader was in Mbale. That means if it wasn't Mbale, the Lango, we just brought it here. So now, the leader who led first was from Lango. But also, when Dr. Milton Obote died, when they were bringing his body from Kampala, of course when it came from Kampala, it never went through Luwero. Of course we followed it until we buried. It is only one town, the one place it slept on the way. That is where? Mbale. That shows Mbale was his second what? Second home. So now I want to read the congressmen, the people of Akena. My brother Akena is not in the ballot paper. I am there. I'm not the one who removed him, but you know who removed him. So me, I'm saying that after Akena, it is me. I'm requesting all congressmen that I'm your own. One day these parties are going to go away, we shall come back to the Congress. So I'm a congressman by birth, and I need your support. Vote me, not another one. In fact, I saw one candidate coming to pay respect to at a grave. Me, I buried. I stayed here, and all the days I was here. You know, when I tried that day after crossing, it was a big... You see, the man who buried recently, Leto Orwa, was, I think, the chairman then of... Ben, yes. He was there and said, my son. To cross that day was very difficult. You know, we were crossing using the what? They fell that down there at Akoko. Now, so I was here. So at least I buried. Now somebody should not say, why didn't you go to the grave also? No. Me, I was here for what? For burial. With the late Mutevere, the governor bank of Uganda, because he was educated by him, and all of you who know me, I was there at that time. So, me, I'm asking you people of Lango. It's an opportunity. I'm your son. I come with good ideas. I'm going to, by the way, what Akena talks about is what I talk about. How we need to provide social service to our people. I want to tell the people of Uganda, it's time. You need social services. We need civil servants who work, not those waiting for a quarterly release. And after getting it, they disappear. No. For us, we shall pay them, and they should work and make sure they are there to do what they are supposed to do. And there will be what we call timesheets to evaluate every civil servant to see what he has done. For me, I want to ask all of you to support me and lend me a vote for 5 years. I will be the one to deliver Uganda to the promised land. I promise you, I have the capacity, and I believe with all my little or big experience, I am here to work for you as your servant. Apoyo Matek, thank you so much. God bless you all.
Apoyo Matek on radio, au kalwale de yagikia mi yo Chris dake hamarudu abiche ken penchawa karoda doko. Me gonyo eka odotie koko bata yi studio atiekere obore Fred me odobini chichen ente amako bendera me FDC pichung pimitu bedo meya me Lira City Fred yinda mi me doki malo to twal ingwa me mak bendera pimitu bedo president ko dake hawatumo kwa mi dake hapa kata beach maximum poe to twal moderator ana bedo Fred obore ama bedo your worship City Mayor, Lango City. Atika the President, Nandala Mafabi. Amito gonyo lokere, yore, kuna chahu kede, kana eno tuweye, ate dong malon. President Nandala Mafabi, ukobone, and ete chunga chalo President, da ete mako bendera, adami tunimono ene tell over Uganda. Yeti wang pigina motemere kom uminere Jimmy James Michael Akano Borre amo kwanyo kwa ballot. Dado heno ko ni kaldo be James Jimmy Michael Akano Borre pe ballot. Eto ene come amede ti ballot da ene roma ke Jimmy James Michael Akano Borre. Eneno ko di jomogo awo mashanu ruru katata chalo bala kabaka yeka chalo bala jomoga meo ya tebino wo paying allegiance kana mo yihu kera pap amenyo bedo nyia endo ene kobone jami dishu ene tiyo de tie paro pi Jimmy James Michael Akano Borre dangjo dishu me pati me UPC yerobole kuya da jodishu me pati me UPC yerbola ana chalo your worship me ya Lira City kwi ka chamero ron kado wora nyim alober ke da penya me jo penyo dano na machelo penyo ko middleman ame ko woni ti akwallo gidung to twal aracha me pelare and the party president ko woni ti atimera manno yeni ko pe cooperative dong pe government at your work Jamie Duch laita. Ame jo amolo ni middleman ame be dear ni. Nuger ginuti ke avenue. Men negotiating. Well kunuka mi well ame pe megi. Edo ginango te kam chamu ginora metiye. Endo ka ene bini lodge ene dugongo cooperative. Ame yin pe binu be osuro middleman. Endo tieni monoka cooperative tieni mono jamini no binuti yuchora mere utemi yichenne yimbe ete wo chamo kakar ma chato jamini ni oromo uta chato da to mi chenne du pe binu no los eka da hame ya so dante ko boni ene bini Uganda kan enu gina mo luoni money lending tiame do balu wi ame don pelare percentage nuti malo ame pelare eto party president amo bedo Nandala Mafabi ober an economist lang mirni manno eti jami dushu ete fixing the economy chene te beri chajo kop man ni monu yini cholo interest aram kiti inu beru pe en binu tiki eka
ngata te penye ni eno beri parliament mo hapiro wa beach eno potia ko bukope kom corruption formula ngoa mena tikere ya eno beri parliament mo hapiro wa beach eno tiu attack to twale park te kwanyu chen americo kwalo vale dam gi me koro mojo chen moro me education moro kani ko sasegi kodingo te duogo ko ya account agamente amolo ni consolidated account da chene ni tikuno mono ti mak dange yang yana hiloba ho en to bero ngata me atitidi enu ti World Bank sie chill pengi ukwo na agamento bino chato bale cooperative union ente te record te do bino duogo bale cooperative union in use that ya nungo chene na hichana na hamonari pe nungo chene chani do tia nungo chene eka dano ma paj te ko bani mon Uganda dong as loss hope pe dong ke de geni ko por ma election ke ken eto party president Nandala Mafabi ko bani pe pa karati pija medisho bol ka queer pot ya bol president ke ken bala Alfredo boro boramati abino ma ye ko lera city ni ene lera city anati abi ka me corruption ni ya racha me pelare ni anang pe losing hope put it here bino enang tia bino chalo president in Uganda ngeo kwena corruption chahre
Fred apoy mata summarizing
kado achieko corruption in Uganda ni o chahre pen government ripengyo ni ginu bere lo chutu no hapiara ngwen ginu bini lebe kuo choro ni kwalo ko pen jona riemo wako ete kala jone por riemo gi utenu ni ginu ngobero kunu ke rijjo ni monu mi jo kwal kuo yike ko betini ni kwal ko itame do hindo hero mo dog joko pe jokere medong gikko dano me doholo uko bone Uganda me kare cha patti Uganda me kare ya Uganda me kare cha karo borre ke de munni no bero socialist ende kare ma dung lobo amo bero president Yoweri Museveni bini gamente eno bino lobo Uganda te do capitalistic economy jo ameti chenne obere jo ame bino welu jami gino te tikede ko pe socialist bino giko ko that's why cooperative dango bino chiego ko megiko dana chelte kwayo ni agenda president Nandala Mafabi tia be eno nwe ti PFF eno de shani do hedu do chen FDC da wana ko ni ojole so apoyo lo ake oho ni
chawa do tumunuko chawa da dong dake hawa karo dake hamoro atamo chawa dong
summarizing
mwadu yini summarizing
apoyo mateka apoyo no winyu program wa manni otone natia loki anatamo kania kwa seconds ora rio kuna koboni minna motwal otwal timaber ando atile kano bino ti karachel bino duo ko poyo ko biti karachel
right
kero do chi ngwen puranwoyo ni ndo piero no president Nandala Mafabi no ngoti live the university kan bini winya jeng manifesto mere ke ma FDC ni European man chawa mere ding potiero
right
bini winya uni yori apoyo matek
apoyo matek Adong Newton apoyo matek jo kene duche mobile ke west
no president Nandala Mafabi tia nyuta bolwa mele city dana mobile city mayor teni amea kwangu city 2026 to 2031
apoyo matek
mobile baha Fredo Borre
apoyo matek adong Fred ginu kana me honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi ko bokana miro da mingi enu apenyo kitame atuba me yipati me FDC twero nyo nen kede ni tela mere petro beda me yuru jwa kino ede no ko ni yot ka jo ti atubari yini tengwa choko kuni bedi cho anudu yin pero mo telo pashuno donc ko pe atuba me ti yipati me FDC eno gamadang ni pengatoro teri twero me yu pati me FDC nena goro gina pira ta ko beru kunu e ka te beru ngata metro tie ko peka meti ye kuneno mi ene don kunetu wore mere ti wi ngwai den te ko bijo ati ngwai da ene ti kwa yo gini ngo omede duo gini chen gino Canada eno kobo ame Fred peo gonyo kan eno ko ni ene beru dadano me UPC party chon tutwal ene chako UPC chahre tu paju bodgi tu mbale kucha dende ko bin adori himi to bolle Jimmy James Michael ko kena kwiri kida do en jomoro kwanyo ko en Jimmy James Michael kena na ngio kita ene ya kede ballot de bolen party and mean presidential candidate me FDC atamo jay moga mata ma meda meno kobo ame peonu winyere bore lebla en wina win radio e cha wati do tumo ko peoro medele yotaman adwon misango mokwel cha do petie iko brin
Mandong metitilwak me ajuri ne di hiana bedo kedgi da kwa yu me bino uni winyu kita duong flag bearer wa kobo kede ni pe kwer bolo kwir pien kaji ni kwer bolo kwir no jiri luongo chan pashu kaji ni kwer bolo kwir no mido ni ngata me goro atichere pe enateli don wano kwa jo duch ni gin mir ye ni mir wor bol kwir pien ubedo twero ni me bolo kwir yera teli me ber amera mo konyi kare manyin
apoya tek good Pedaro Weko, the only lady in the house, memo to the Jome Giki.
Poye to 12, we radio, poye meme you wachawa wu, wana winyi your agenda, a president to be, that is Nandala Mafabi, ame, eno miwe yore dong, win, itelobo, iteneno that day, iteme yo queer bore, oba mi ugumi buruna be.
Poyo matek jo moga mobile chalo message YouTube kan na tikere James Muge obero you followed the show from the beginning till the end Edward Don amakoboni my president thanks Kwang Boni is asking you to campaign for Better Moi. I don't know whether this will be a swap deal. You campaign for Better Moi as they vote for you instead of Jimmy James Michael Akena. I think at this conversation, due to time, we can't continue with it.
What I was saying that we have, I have here Emmanuel, I have Obore, my Lord Mayor is here, I have my brother, and others who are not in the studio today. And we are saying we people of the key give us an opportunity to see a difference in this country.
Thank you so much.
And also we are saying everybody needs money. We are saying we want to fix this economy, then we have money in our pockets.
Thank you so much, Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi, for coming and for using Radio Wa in this campaign. Thank you. On Radio Poye Matep Kalwa Yagiki, Me Yikmanene, has been a pleasure having all of you in the studio and having this interaction as Nathan Nandala Mafabi give us.
No, this is your Bible. The First Chronicles.
But now there is no time, Honorable. That the time is done.
It's a church. This is a church.
The Bible is a church. The time is really done.
Luagma patch dushu beduna gonya. Ogwal Daniel Chris Elsie Angwen war Muhawad tiadu chen pashukuno beda gonya. Bolle queer. Tela rieka tela query. Mekobu luagma war Muhawad Municipal Council ma patch.
Verse 26. Akwane leblang.
Yeah. Kwandong leblang nyo romo kwande lemono dai to dogon.
David, son of Jesse, was king over all Israel. He ruled over Israel 40 years. 7 in Hebron and 33 in Jerusalem.
No, that means 40.
40 years.
Fasted for 40 days.
So that verse, please, if you have the Bible out there, you can be reading that verse. Thank you so much, Radio Karaya Gikime Yikmanu Tieni Ninatini Winya Bello ka Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi Chalo Radio Wa Binu Medekeli Jo Apapat Manene Kare Man Me Wibi Inito Winyu Logidero Ite Dong Yero Mene Tamgi Obero Tamgi Wana Chalo Radio Wa